Are you developing your ability to be in 3 places and spaces simultaneously? Why should you be developing this ability? In this video, we shall say, being in 3 spaces simultaneously helps anyone develop a powerful consciousness such that that permanent awareness continues with the person and its ever-expanding cognizance even well after death. This type of consciousness will not heavily be subjected to funeral rites or rituals by families, friends and others, or other organizations and associations, but will be yours into the afterlife and eternal life eventually. Welcome to Marifado Family Network. Subscribe to our channel, Hamiti Brew Ethics, share and make your comments. Think deeply. In today's presentation, you will simultaneously acquire the basic knowledge from which you can develop your inherent ability to utilize your awareness of being, following 3 general steps in a body ancestrally dynamized. Being aware of being too big, not feeling too small. In 3 spaces simultaneously in a body ancestrally dynamized. To develop a being in 3 places simultaneously begins with your knowledge that awareness in your body that you have includes corporeality, intellectual and social aspects which are not separate but intertwined. The general noun for this is the 9-fold soul, or just life. A vital aspect of that is the ka or spirit, which is the vital force which is powered by the food that you eat. Interestingly, the word for food, another word for food is also ka, which includes the life force and the correlation between vitality and eating. What you eat will connect or disconnect you to the universe or to anything else. Being in 3 places simultaneously starts with a deep breathing system, a regular outdoor walking, and a knowledge. The human body does not delimit you unless you allow it to delimit you. Knowledge of the human body and its function is critical and vital. For example, you must know that your head orientation is proper and appropriate vis-a-vis the sun. Your eyes bring knowledge. Your ears allow you to hear. Your back is your position or your statement of health. Your legs are for your action and mobility. Your nose brings in life through your breath. Your mouth creates stuff through words. Your fingers must be skillful. You can play the guitar, the mbira. Your arms are for interaction and defense. Your heart is for your consciousness and your mind, and your belly is instinctual. So when you know the human nature inside you, that it also interacts and allows you to interact with the external world, you will then know that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And whosoever shall know himself or herself shall find it. Find what? The kingdom of heaven, where? Inside you. Others have come and butchered it and said the kingdom of God is within you. That's not our aspect. Emulate your forefathers and your ancestors. Work will be done successfully with their wisdom. Look to their words. They endure in their writings. Open for you to read and emulate the wise man. A skilled man becomes an educated man. This was said by Mereyakare when he wrote his wisdom writings. So let's look at the issue of once your body is electrified, because the ka, which is the spirit, which is the energy inside you, is electric. To be clear, you should be aware of these body ingredients, that they come from the universe: the oxygen, the carbon, the hydrogen, the nitrogen, and all trace minerals. So you must eat electric foods. Electric foods, as taught by Dr. Sebi, are those foods that are alkali, because electric foods, they are found in nature. They are not hybrids. They are not genetically modified, and they are not irradiated. Electric foods helps to increase the copper within the nervous system for the greater use of your brain and your senses. Electricity, which is generated inside you, is the reason why you are able to move, to jump, to talk, to climb, to lift, to do everything. Electricity is the spirit. It is the car. Once you are able to electrify, or rather spiritualize your life by eating healthy and exercising your body and making your body highly electric, you get more spiritual, and then you are in the position to know your body and to take the next step. And the next step is becoming aware of being too big. These developed aspects of the human nature inside your body now serves as a tool to come into contact with the outside world, which is actually inside, but perceived as outside. The car, or the electric, or the spirit, as it is activated, gives matter life and the true orientation in your brain towards this physical universe, the cosmos. This becomes a communicating vehicle with the other parallel universes and a tool for creation and interacting with the higher creative powers. In a body that came from ancestral dynamics, now you imbibe ancient awareness of being too big, universal, knowledgeable, and beingness. Our ancestors left this evidence prior to the invention of modern machinery. The evidence for the genesis of African science and technology is in our ancestral knowledge of the stars of the deepest origin, as demonstrated by the Dogon planetary cosmology. The Dogon's knowledge of the stars and cosmos predates the Hubble telescope by many thousands of years. They correctly analyzed the stars, the universe, and the galaxies before there were any telescopes or space cameras. Therefore, the knowledge is within us. Now, if you gaze out in the sky today with a telescope, even with your eyes, you see beyond what is visible with the naked eyes. You see a lot of stars that are actually imposters. Many of these points of light are actually galaxies. What is a galaxy? The word galaxy derives from the Greek term for our own galaxy and the galaxia's Milky Way, or Milky One, or Klytos, or Cycle, or Galacticos, for its appearance as a lighter colored band in the sky, where the galaxies makes you feel very small because they are too big, but you are unique. When you ask the question, how many solar systems are in our galaxy? Our sun is just one of about 200 billion stars in our galaxy. The galaxies makes up the universe. The universe is all space, time, and all contents, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all forms of energy and the matter in existence. The Milky Way is where we are. It is one of over 100 million galaxies that are found in this universe, and there are other universes. How many galaxies? We've already said there are about 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, which are unique and shaped completely differently. Some are barred, some are irregular, ours is spiral, others are peculiar, others are elliptical, others are lenticular. So the Milky Way, where we dwell, comprises of 200 stars, 200 billion stars. It's only one of them which is found here, and it actually demonstrates how small our solar system is compared to the universe, to the galaxies and how small we are compared to all the other planets where we dwell. The Milky Way is a huge collection of stars, dust, and gas. It is called spiral galaxy because if you are to look at it from the top, it looks exactly like a spinning pinwheel. The sun is located somewhere here far from the center. So, how do you connect to all of this? How can you live in your body, in the galaxy, and in the universe simultaneously? We've got other galaxies like the Andromeda galaxy, which is our neighbor, which is about 2.5 million light years away, about 120,000 light years wide. A spiral galaxy like ours, the largest galaxy in our local group of galaxies. The hair of your melanin dominant head, remember the orientation, head orientation, is in tune with the universe in its shape and spiral nature. So melanin dominant human beings, the double helix of the DNA, the planets, and everything else depicted with your hair. And that allows you to be in 3 spaces or places simultaneously. But billions of our brothers and sisters have been fooled to cut their hair, to straighten their hair, to put chemicals in their hair, to cut and put other hairs because they have been made to feel too small, too useless. But you are not too small. You are unique. The universe, the Milky Way, and the Earth's surface are all spiral. But how can you incorporate this vast universe and be in 3 places simultaneously? Yes, we said your hair is like that. But your hair cannot be the only thing that can do it. It can do it passively. How can you do it actively? We go now to the model of being too small. And the research leads us to the books written by Gahuti, who said that which is above is like to that which is below, and that which is below is like to that which is above. So the small level is similar to the atomic level, which is the same as the solar system. All organic compounds found in living things are at atomic level. So the atoms describe us. We also know that in general, at the cosmic level, the Milky Way is depicted on the earth by the river Ahapri, one that never runs dry. Your body is carbon, is melanin. Any chemical compound that contains carbon molecules in its composition is an organic compound. There is even a special branch of chemistry known as organic chemistry that is solely dedicated to the study of these compounds. The distinction between organic and inorganic compounds is one that is shrouded with a bit of confusion, as there are some carbonates, allotropes of carbon, and some cyanides that are not called organic, even though they contain carbon molecules. So the official definition of these compounds does not exist, and this makes the distinction process even harder. Therefore, the system that we are going to explain, which, although it is inorganic chemistry, is clearly applicable. Nothing is too small. Chem or chemistry is where the word chemistry comes from in ancient Kemet. It is at this molecular atomic level where you can simultaneously energize permanently your awareness to be aware of your body, the cosmos, and the one that is inside you. Here is the key. You are not too small. Matter gives molecules. Out of molecules, you get atoms. And atoms is what they called atema or atom by the Greeks. And when you look at the atoms, there is the electron, which is a discharge energy or spirit here, shown here. And here they call it tefunyatu, because they say this science is where modern science borrowed from our own atom science. The Europeans stole it, modernized it, and taught it as if they discovered it. So the electron is the car, and the atomic nucleus is the bar, which will later be split to proton to gluon, which is also another Ka, because all these are energies. At the end, when you resolve them, they become spirit or energy or Ka. You must remember now that physics at its explanatory level, recall that it says any force that exists can be described in terms of a field where the force experienced by a particle is its charge multiplied by some property of that field. Your body is a force field. The solar system in our galaxy, in this universe, is a force field. All you need is synchronization of these force fields that are attaining and operating in your body. In theory, as explained by Julian Swinger, one of quantum theory scientists, he said, in theory, the Swinger effect states that the presence of strong enough electric fields counterparts will be ripped from the quantum vacuum. But there is no vacuum because there is a force field. You always go to a force field. The waters of Nyunyu, the waters of the void. So, how can you be in three places instantaneously? How can you achieve this through vibration at the molecular level or being spiritual? Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. At the most fundamental level, the universe and everything which comprises it is pure vibratory energy manifesting itself in different ways. The universe has no solidity. As such, matter is merely energy in a state of very low vibration. Nikola Tesla, one of the most brilliant inventors to ever walk the earth, said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Why should you be in three spaces simultaneously? Because your body gives you the opportunity to be creative using your spirit or your car, your electric power inside you. Because it allows you to interacting positively with the solar system via the sun, and therefore give you freedom to vibrate. Our sun, Ra, was revered in ancient times by our ancestors because of its generator of vibrational impetus in us. And last but not least, if you are able to live in three spaces simultaneously, you will attain unlimited awareness. And unlimited awareness removes fear, anxiety, sadness, and everything else negative, and allows happiness, health, wealth, and Maati. So remember, you have the ability inside you to awake and live in total awareness because you are the universe. You carry it, universe, as a holograph and hologram inside you. We have merely scratched the surface with this topic. For more information and thought-provoking information, subscribe to our channel, Hamiti Hebrew Ethics, share and comment. This preacher Rabbi, LM Dumizulu, saying, send us an email on join@marfado.com. Your manager Topi, Preacher Rabbi, LM Dumizulu, saying, Tatenda Siabonga, Enkos.